Real quick before we start this video, I just wanted to say that all of the characters I have listed are ranked from most hated to least hated. So yeah, let's begin. Now a lot of people like to call this pink hair bitch, girl, useless, and they're rightfully so. She makes fun of Naruto behind his back for being an orphan, and the person she was talking to this about was another orphan. Bitch, how about you actually call Naruto an orphan in front of his face, and we'll see how deep that Rasengan can go. Completely plays with the Hokage's heart for basically no reason. She didn't even need to say any of these things at all, but she decided to anyways, then cries for his help when she's in need, even though she consistently belittles him, even treating him as a replacement for sausage, punches him all the time. Then she has the audacity to complain about her two loving parents in front of a dude she knows is an orphan, with no parent figure to look up to. Like, bitch, can you just be grateful you even have two parents that love you in the first place? And the stupidest thing she ever said was, she has catch up to both Naruto and Sasuke. I don't know how she came up with this conclusion. She barely trains, cries all day, and just sits there worrying about sausage. The only technique she can really do is punch really hard and the 1000 healing jutsu. That's it. How did you come up with that conclusion? How egotistical can you be? Or how stupid can you be? Her self-awareness is basically zero. She probably doesn't even know what self-awareness is. Malty is just straight up evil, dude. When an anime character does something bad, they actually have a reason behind why they're doing it. Like Madara, his reasoning was he wanted to fix a system that he didn't think was good. His intention behind being evil was he wanted to create a world where everyone is a victor. Everyone wins, but Malty, nah, she's a cunt just because. Like, bitch, don't you have anything better to do with your time? Like, seriously, and this is coming from me, the guy that sits at home all day talking about anime. You were born super powerful and rich. You got so many career choices you could choose from. Even in your current timeline, you could start a business, you can fix the economic system in your kingdom, you can go and actually help the heroes out rather than trying to be a fake bitch. My point is, there's a million things she can do, but she chooses not to do it. She frames the MC and completely destroy his life just because it's fun for her. She abuses her power and made him into a criminal that is hated by everyone. You're like in your early 20s, and this is what you do in your free time? Fuck with people and abuse your power? And I've seen some people who have defended her by saying that it's her dad's fault for spoiling her too much. But come the fuck on, if a person who's in their early 20s still acts like this, they ain't ever gonna change. Ain't no way. At this age, you should be able to realize what you're doing is wrong. I'm pretty sure she knows it's wrong too, but she still does it. There's no saving these type of people. They're just messed up in the brain. That's it. I don't know why Naofumi still wants to help her, even after she frames him and practically destroy his life. If I was him, I wouldn't even say anything. I'll just let that blade slide. Nah, I'm just playing. I would have done the same thing, to be honest with you. This old man is just straight up a man-child and a coward as well. Dude is willing to sell his own son just to get some connection and power. Beats his son because he wanted to be with his crew. You know, the people that actually cared about him. Ignores his son when he needed him the most. And his old ass can't even fight well. He has way more experience in fighting than Sanji, and the only reason why he won was because he used one of the guards. And I wouldn't even hate him at all if he actually carried this same energy towards everyone. Dude acts so tough in front of his own son, the person who doesn't even want to hurt him in the first place. But when he faces another person that is tougher, stronger, and literally bigger than him, he is a bitch. Where did all that energy go when you were fighting your own son? After watching A Saiyan Voice for the second time, I truly believe that this chick actually has no mental problems. She's just a fake bitch. She will be the type of person that acts like your true friend and a person that would truly care about you, but when shit hits the fan and you're in need of her assistance, she will pull a 180 on your ass and act like she doesn't know you. She would act like a nice, gentle person, a person who wouldn't hurt or lie to anyone, but when you really need her, she's gone. She has no disorder, nor do I think she has a victim mindset. She just wants to be like this. She's basically Malty if she didn't have any royal power and red hair. People like to hate on Naoka, but at least she's honest about being a dick. She would actually show it and say it in front of your face, and she's willing to even change for the better. But Miki, nah, I don't really care or mind people lie as long as it doesn't hurt the others around them. I'm cool, because sometimes you just gotta lie. It's just how it is. But with Miki, she lies on purpose to hurt the others around her. Even when she was a kid, she already wanted to hurt the others around her, and she shows no remorse at all for what she did. I'm telling you, these type of people are just pure evil because they want to be. They don't have any mental problems. You just can't save these type of people. They were born this way. At first, I didn't think she was that bad. I just thought everyone was over-exaggerating how bad she was. I mean, she literally told Bam not to follow her. Even when she betrayed him, I didn't even think she was bad as people said she was. I mean, she was definitely evil, but not as evil as how people on social describe her to be until the laugh. This laugh just threw all of the defenses I had for her out the window. This laugh basically confirms that she was just pure evil. She didn't even feel any remorse for betraying someone who has always been by her side. But as evil as she is, she's pretty stupid. I mean, if you wanted to betray Bam, why not do it at the very end when you're at at the very top of the tower, you're about to get the reward. Betray him then. It's already been confirmed that you can't do shit other than lie, tricking others around you, and using them for your own personal gain. You even fake being in a wheelchair so Band fans can feel bad for you and help you climb the tower. Why don't you just betray him at the last moment? Why do it so early? You already know that he was like the best of the best. Why betray him at the very start, but not at the end? I just don't get it. Rachel is worse than both Miki and Malti combined. When Miki and Malki do evil things, they only wanted to see the people around them suffer, not literally kill them. When Rachel pushed him off the cliff and thought that she killed him, she felt good about it. That is some psycho shit right there. I don't like this character. From the way that he's designed to his screaming, especially his screaming. I like people who are energetic, loud, and fun. I don't mind these kind of people at all. Sometimes I act like that as well. But something about his annoying ass screaming I just can't deal with. I had to switch to a dub version just because of his screaming. When I started watching this show, I actually liked him. Because I thought he was finally gonna be the shonen main protagonist that actually used his hard work and critical thinking skills to achieve his dreams. I like that he wasn't gifted any magical book or power. Because from the start, his whole characteristic was work hard and train as hard as you can. Which I like. As someone who's not gifted in basically anything in life, I can relate to Asta a lot. I mean, for fuck's sake, I started YouTube like 3 years ago. I'm only at like 1.2k subs. That is literally terrible. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. As long as I can entertain a few people, I'm happy. I thought the moment where Asta didn't receive the Grimoire, then everyone laughing at him and seeing your rival Yuno receiving the best Grimoire of all time was great. Because it showed that he's not gifted anything in life. But if he wants to become the Wizard King, he's gotta get over the fact that his best friend, who has the same dream as him, has basically the best Grimoire ever. Then he has to keep going by training harder and coming up with other tactics on how he can achieve his dream. But now 5 seconds later, he got handed the best Grimoire ever. In a world where people use magic power to fight, he is the only person who can negate all magic. That shit is hacks. Then later on in the story, he starts to have all these royal girls wanting his wee-wee. At this point, I just knew that he's basically every single other hypocritical main protagonist. At this point, I knew that he was gifted. And you know what's weird too? The story club kept going with Asta not having any Grimoire and not getting any girls at all, and it would honestly be fine. He would still be able to fuck up 95% of the cast and even rival Yuno without the stupid book that was gifted to him, and would honestly create a more interesting story on how he gets a girl that likes him. Now he just has a basic boring harem that likes him, and we all know who's gonna win at the end. But I would honestly not have a problem with him at all if it wasn't for the stupid loud screaming. Kazuya. What can I say? This guy's a walking L. Like literally. Watching this guy act and perform basically gives me secondhand embarrassment. Dude can't confess his feelings at all. Still is trying to get back with his ex, even though she humiliated him in front of all his friends. Doesn't want to listen to the people that actually care about him. Spend all his money on a rental. He also stalks Shizuru. And worst of all, he NTR himself. Like, dude, how much worse can you get? I'm just so disappointed in him. All he has to do is muster up the courage to confess to best girl, and he will be set. But after 1 trillion chapters later, he still can't do it. He's the only reason why I stopped reading this manga. It scares me how much I can relate to her, and I think most readers can relate to her as well, judging by the score. I'm sure at least 99% of people who watch this show can relate to her in some way. There's nothing wrong with her. She's just a super socially awkward person who gets herself into dumb trouble because she is awkward. She's not a bad person. She is inherently a good normal person deep down inside, but she just has social anxiety and she lacks basic social skills. I know she's not bad and I shouldn't put her on this list. There should be no reason why I should hate her, but I want to. God damn it, why is her social anxiety so much similar to mine? But when I was watching this anime, I was just so sad. I felt so uncomfortable because I'm seeing me through her. God damn it, why am I like this? She's the only anime character that I hate because of a very unique reason. Don't get me wrong, I actually enjoyed this series a lot. The manga, that is. I had to start reading the manga because watching the anime basically tortured me. Now, I can't relate to her in every way. In fact, I don't relate to her in a lot of ways actually. But when I watched the show, it legit reminded me of how socially awkward I am. I bet you Tomoko gave a lot of people PTSD. The only reason why I could still finish 7 episodes of the anime before switching to the manga was I'm not socially as awkward as she is. So I don't get into a lot of situations that she does, but holy hell man, watching her is basically watching a part of me doing something. She's not a bad person. She hasn't done anything wrong. Even when she lied, it doesn't affect anybody. Her goal wanting to become popular isn't hurtful either. She has no bad intention when it comes to anything. There should be no reason for me to want to hate her and banish her to the shadow realm. But when I watch her, I get massive anxiety attacks. I guess the reason why I hate her is because she reminds me a little bit of me, the person that has trouble communicating with others. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video, like and sub. I'ma head out. Later.